What is up, guys? Rick Cactus here, and today, the day before the Black Armory expansion goes live, Bungie released a brand new Black Armory trailer, showcasing some of the new DLC weapons coming with this brand new expansion. And so in this video, we're going to break the trailer down, showcase those new weapons, and give you guys a better idea of what to expect with this DLC. And so, let's get started. But first, if you want to live the dream, if you want to live the meme, check out the brand new Rick Cactus merch available only for the month of December. YouTube Captions decided to name me this, and it's made an appearance in like every comment section ever, so embrace the meme, check that out if you want to support the channel. So, let's get started with the brand new trailer.
What we offer, Guardian, is privilege. Today, it would seem our doors are open to you. Welcome to the Black Armory. One of our finest.
You're unstoppable!
So, the first weapon shown is the new exotic sniper rifle, the Izanagi's Burden. We actually have the in-game inspect screen here, and the intrinsic perk is Honed Edge. Holding reload consumes the magazine and loads a round with additional range and damage. And we saw that in the trailer. Not only can this actually one-shot, body-shot people in PvP, it looks like it's doing pretty considerable damage in PvE. In fact, in the latest Vidoc, the Bungie dev team did compare this to the Whisper of the Worm, and that is very high praise. But moving on. Next up, instead of an exotic, we have the legendary No Feelings Scout Rifle. It appears to be one of the slower rate of fire archetypes of scouts, and the interesting part here is that the No Feelings, according to data mining, is actually the Scourge of the past raid scout rifle, which is really interesting. Perhaps that's why they're showing it off, because normally like a legendary weapon would have a random perk roll, so maybe it wouldn't be doing as much damage or wouldn't be doing what you're seeing in the trailer, but with a raid weapon that could indeed still be statically rolled. Now of course the last wish raid weapons were randomly rolled. We'll have to see the direction Bungie goes with this expansion, but that is very interesting.
Sleek and sturdy. Fine choice.
Moving on from there, we're back to an exotic weapon with the MONARQUE exotic bow. And yet again, we have the in-game inspect screen. The intrinsic exotic perk is Pestilence Arrows. On a perfect draw, a hit target receives damage over time. On a perfect draw with a precision hit, all enemies in the Void Cloud receive damage over time. Now, the developers in the Vidoc did compare this weapon to the Thorn, which was the Scourge of a pretty big period of time in Destiny 1, a hand cannon that could inflict damage over time. This is a bow that can inflict damage over time, and the really interesting part is, can this weapon, with the combination of getting a precision hit perhaps, and then also the damage over time cloud, kill a single enemy in PvP with one shot? If it's possible of doing that, it's going to be a very, very powerful weapon. But that aside, the fact that you can create these damage over time clouds means that you can potentially lock down lanes. No one wants to go through an area where they're going to take potentially a considerable amount of damage. Next up, we have the legendary machine gun, the Hammerhead. And according to data mining, this isn't a raid weapon. This is actually a Black Armory Forge weapon that you can craft. So this is a lot more likely to have a random perk roll. So again, interesting they're showing it off here. I think they're just trying to show off, you know, again, some of the new weapons, and specifically this one is a machine gun, which is just being introduced into Destiny 2 with Black Armory, except for the Thunderlord. And speaking of the Thunderlord, compared to that weapon, this does seem to have a much higher native rate of fire. Of course, the Thunderlord gets quite high after you shoot it for a while, but its, you know, starting archetype seems to be a lot slower firing than the Hammerhead. So I'm really interested to get my hands on legendary machine guns. Will they have a place in the Crucible? Will they have a place in PvE? We're really gonna have to wait and see.
That one will last you.
Moving on from there, we have a really interesting one with the JÖTUNN exotic fusion rifle. This is exotic according to the Bungie devs from the last Vidoc. We don't have an in-game inspec screen, but the description within this trailer is explosive shots ignite the ground. So this fusion rifle will shoot, instead of a bolt, essentially a fireball that does also seem to have some homing capabilities. And a fireball shooter that kind of you hold in your hand like Mega Man's launcher, count me in, I am very interested. After that, we're back to a legendary weapon with the Kindled Orchid legendary hand cannon. And this one, according to data mining, is again another Black Armory forge weapon that you craft. So we're not sure about the perks here. Are they static rolled? Are they random rolled? All that stuff. But, you know, it's doing some impressive stuff, but it's kind of just doing what any hand cannon would do, like one-shotting thralls. I mean, it's very quick and cool, but I don't really see it doing anything absolutely incredible within this little piece of gameplay. But, you know, another good hand cannon is, you know, very good if this is top tier, especially PvP hand cannon that's legendary. It's got a lot of competition, of course, with the Luna's Howl and the Not Forgotten, but who knows, I'd like to see what this gun can do in-game. Next up, we have another legendary weapon with the threat level legendary shotgun. Now, very interestingly, according to data mining, yet again, this is a weapon from the brand new raid in Black Armory. Now, with all that being said, take that with a grain of salt. It's potentially untrue. Perhaps Bungie mixed around the files or changed things later on, but that is the information we have right now. But not only that, we've actually seen this weapon's inspec screen right here. As you can see, the threat level shotgun. And one of the most interesting parts is that this weapon does appear to have Trench Barrel as a perk. Trench Barrel being the special perk on the Escalation shotgun, making it one of the best weapons in the game. Recently received a nerf, but still a very, very powerful weapon. Gonna be really interesting to get your hands on a totally different version of the Escalation shotgun. Trench Barrel was really the thing that made that weapon. Can it do it again with the threat level? Next up, we have another exotic weapon with the Anarchy exotic grenade launcher, and for this one we do have the in-game inspec screen. The exotic intrinsic perk is arc traps. Grenades stick to surfaces and chain arc bolts to other mines, and we see that happening in-game. Essentially, if you shoot one round to the left, one round to the right, it's going to chain in between those rounds and create kind of a force field, a trap for anyone going through and damage anyone stuck within. And we definitely do see that in the trailer, like they shoot down a bunch around a capture zone, it electrocutes the person inside, although that does look very cool. And I'm very interested to see how much damage it does, because potentially for a boss you can just shoot all around him, and if it's all chaining, it potentially can do like insane damage and melt bosses really fast. But it seems kind of impractical what they showed it for the trailer, because if you have a grenade launcher, just shoot the guy in the face. You don't need to shoot like 5 rounds all around him to electrocute him. So this seems like a very interesting weapon, and it really depends on how much damage those arc chains really do to see if it's viable. And that is it for all the weapons shown off in the trailer, except just wait, at the very end, hidden back there, we have a little bit of a preview for the exotic quest coming January 29th, The Draw. And the image representing this quest, if you simply increase the brightness, you could pretty clearly see it was the Last Word hand cannon, a famous weapon from Destiny 1. But at the end of this trailer, you know, for the 3 people commenting that, oh, it could be a first curse, it's the last word. Like, it so clearly shows off the last word. So there you go, 100% confirmed that the Draw exotic quest is going to reward the last word hand cannon. So PvP players rejoice or cower in fear depending on your position on this gun, but this is really likely to shake up the meta at least. And I should say, for all of you guys watching who didn't play Destiny 1 and are thinking, what the heck is the last word? Its exotic capabilities were, firstly, it was a hand cannon that if you held the trigger, it just shot fully automatically. And also, if you weren't aiming down sights, if you were hip firing, it would gain a damage bonus for precision shots, and it could actually 2-tap in PvP. So, very powerful weapon. A lot of PvP players really liked it because it paired super well when using a sniper rifle. You could use your sniper for any long range engagements, and then when you were pushed on by a shotgun ape or something, the last word would usually be able to handle itself. In any event, guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed, found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. And if you guys want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That's linked in the description down below, as is my Twitch channel, which you can also follow. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.